What's up? It's Tom from Bob Moses, and it's nice to be here with Mr.Indie. And check out our new single Afterglow. It was released just recently, and you can listen to it on Spotify or any other streaming service. And we'll see our Mexican fans soon. Afterglow was a collaboration with our friends in Kasablanca, and it was just sort of we wrote it over a couple days in Los Angeles a few months ago, and the idea of it is just this idea of you're out at a really great night and you're having a great time with your friends or with a loved one or with somebody that you really like, and the night's coming to an end, and there's that moment where like maybe you were having some drinks or you were taking some feel-good substances and you're starting to come down a little bit, and there's that moment where you know that it's going to be over soon and you've had a really good time, and you're just sort of basking in that afterglow of like the great moments and experiences you had together. And it could be it could be a night out, or it could be just a great trip is coming to an end, or a beautiful day is coming to an end and you're watching the sunset, and it's this sort of idea of like not wanting it to end but also being grateful for the experience and enjoying, reflecting on the fact that you've had a great time, and it's going to be over soon, and sharing that with somebody else that's special to you. It was great. It's two guys, and they're really smart, talented guys, and it was super nice. It was super nice. We started working one day, and we just kind of hung out for a bit and we're chatting and writing ideas. And actually, the idea was kind of slow to start. It was slow to come. Like sometimes in sessions you get an idea right away and then it goes, and then sometimes it takes a little while. And this one took a little while, but then once we got it, it happened really fast. And they're really good. Jimmy and I are both good at production and songwriting, and so they're also both really good at production and songwriting. So it was a really nice it was a super nice collaboration, and we plan on doing some more for sure. We're not going to release a new album this year. We're touring too much for that. But we are releasing some more stuff through the end of the year and through the beginning of next year. So we kind of have we wrote so much stuff for this album, and we just kind of we finished it and then we put it out and then we kept writing. So we've just got a lot of music. So we're going to have a few more tracks coming out, and we're also going to have a lot of remixes from the album coming out. So our plan is to just kind of keep telling the story of this album and keep putting out the music that we've written sort of around it for the next few months, and then we have plans to release new music, write new music, and release new music for next year, but we're not sure if it's going to be an album or an EP or just some singles or what. We're not sure how to release it yet, but that's one of the great things about this day and age is you can, with Spotify and with the streaming services, you can put out 4 songs or 3 songs, and it's cool, So I think that's it's quite freeing as an artist to be able to do that and not feel like you have to make a whole album every time or something, Well, when it's the band, usually we're all hanging out backstage. We have some drinks. If we have any friends in town, we'll have them. We like to kind of have a bit of a party atmosphere backstage. And then, our bass player, Julio, he likes to have his private time. So he'll go off into another room and he'll start like doing some stuff. And about 30 minutes before the show, I start to do some vocal warm-ups, like to make sure I can hit all the notes and sing well. And Jimmy probably just parties pretty hard. He just likes to chat and be with people right up until we go on stage. And so you know, if we have some little areas, I'll kind of go off and do some vocal warm-ups, and Julio will go off and practice, and Joe, our drummer, will start warming up, and we'll have some friends around, just be drinking and partying. And then, you know, 5 minutes before the stage, we get all our techs bring back our earpieces and our, so we can hear properly, and we put it on. We kind of all like get in a huddle, and we say something about the specific show, and usually we do like a high five, and one of us shouts out something stupid, like, you know, it'll be like Corona Capital on 3 or something, and we'll just, all right, you know, something silly, something that happened that day, and then we just go out on stage and play the best show we can. So it's pretty simple, and but it's like, it's nice to, we make sure we do what we got to do, like to make sure we're professional and go on stage, but we also like to keep it relaxed and fun and have people around, because that's a big part of what we love about playing shows, is, you know, being social and having friends around and doing all that stuff. We don't really get nervous. I don't get nervous anymore. You get a bit excited, but I always say, like, we played so many shows that being on stage is somewhere where we all feel really comfortable, you know, like it's, you kind of go into this, it's probably like martial artists or people playing sports. Like, you go into this mode where you've practiced so much that you kind of like click into this mode of, it's almost a little bit like autopilot. It's not like autopilot, because obviously you're still, it's different every night, but the anxiety, we don't really get that anymore. We just get a bit of excitement because it's really fun. Well, Mexico is one of our favorite places to play always. The crowd is super, the people there in the crowd is super passionate and exciting, and like, we always get a really good response. So we're always excited to go play Mexico. Of all the countries we've played, it's definitely like the crowd is special there, you know. So we're really excited. And Corona Capital is an amazing festival, and we're excited. There's something, you know, playing in any country is fun, and playing any show is fun, but there's something special when you get to play these like really A-list festivals that have an amazing lineup, and you're part of that, and you get to feel everybody's energy, and you get to see other artists backstage, and you get to, you know, the crowd, the energy of the crowd at a festival is like even more excited, because people are creative and they bring outfits and they like have fun. And so it's just like a lot of extra creativity from the other musicians and the art that's there, and also from the crowd. And so we love that, and we're going to love the Mexican version of that, you know. So it's there's always a lot of passion and positivity from Mexican crowds, so we're excited. Well, I mean, Mexico City is one of the best cities in the world, and we love it, and we love the energy there. So I think it's just going to be really fun. The festival we played in March was a bit more of an international crowd. It was like, because it was in Tulum, it was sort of more tourists. People flew in, so there was less of a, it felt a little bit more like, obviously it was beautiful location, but the crowd felt a little bit more like, you know, playing in the States or playing in Canada or something. So I think getting that authentic Mexican vibe of like the real people is going to be more fun in Mexico City. I think there's an energy and a grittiness and a realness to Mexico City and to the public there that you feel when you play. You get that back, and it feels really good. So yeah, just we're excited to come play in Mexico, and we're really happy that at the response that, you know, people have had to our new album Silence in Between. And on Spotify, you know, we can see like where people listen the most, and Mexico City is always up there. So we really feel like we really feel the love with Mexico. It was one of the first countries we ever came and started playing outside of America, and it's always been a special place, you know, for our band, but also we just love it as people. And so we're really excited to play, and we're honored to play Corona Capital, and we can't wait to come play the new music for everybody there. It's going to be a really fun show.